Hey, I'm jumping on here to do a quick live because I have something very important to share that could help you do what I've done in the last 10 years, which is to 10x my income. I'm going to tell you that story in a minute. First, I want to give you an opportunity to just take 10 seconds and look in your heart, in your mind, focus on yourself. Here we go. That was 10 seconds. Did you sense anything shift? I hope you did. They say if you get really super angry, just count 10, and often it helps you calm down and move forward without being super angry anymore. Or if we're having a bad day, if we take 10 minutes, take a walk around the block, do something different, we can come back to our day and our total day changes. Let's say we're on the edge of burnout, even just taking a 10-day vacation, a 10-day step away from work can totally transform our lives, give us a ton of mental health, positivity, and change our whole year, right? Because we took that 10-day vacation. Imagine if you're able to take 10 months and focus on one specific goal you are going after, and you could forget about pretty much anything else in your life. Or what about 10 years? If you got to just pursue one thing for 10 years, you think you'd accomplish it? You think you'd be maybe one of the most expert people at that thing? Right? They say if you do like one thing for what is it, 100,000 hours, 10,000 hours, 10,000 hours, you can be an expert at it. That's really the equivalent of like 10 years of something. And as I'm celebrating my birthday today, thank you. I know you just wished me a happy birthday. I've been thinking about the last 10 years. I'm not at a particular milestone. I'm in the middle of my 30s. But as I look back over the last 10 years, it's been the most transformative 10 years of my life. Let me take you back to uh, 10 years ago, 2012, August 2012. I was coming out of one of the hardest seasons of my life. Maybe some of you watching the replay of this live will be in a similar place, or it's a really hard season and you're not sure how you're going to get through it. We had a lot of family things. We had to put down a cat. We were having a really hard time in our business. It was a little over a year old at that point, our first business that we had. And I don't know how we did it, honestly. And recently, I looked up how much income I made that year, and it was so small, so piddly. We were living on tips from a tip jar at a coffee shop, $1 to $2 an hour, not very much, so little. But we decided we were gonna make it work. We decided we'd keep putting one foot in front of the other. We'd keep moving forward. We'd try to figure this thing out. This How do we make business work, not just for the mission and, what we were trying to accomplish, but also for ourselves. And that was really the pivot point when we decided, how do we make this work for ourselves too? It was almost like this what could happen in 10 seconds or 10 minutes, like I was mentioning before, is almost like that's what happened for us. We were able to focus internally, focus on ourselves for a quick minute, and it totally then transformed everything else. That slight mindset shift. But we still had to walk it out. We still had to put one foot in front of the other. And I'm so thankful for some really critical people that have come into our lives over the last 10 years that have reminded us of what we're doing, why we're doing it. Because we were literally 10 years ago on the edge of poverty and we didn't even know it. And we realized that we could probably, most likely, change the world much better, help end poverty much better if we weren't on the edge of poverty ourselves. And that permission almost to think about who we are, what would be best for us, kind of a permission to have some profit, to not just sacrifice continually for the betterment of others, was a big deal because we started doing it. I remember it was Shortly after my birthday, we started doing a date night once a week when we hadn't done that for a long time. I started shortly after that taking a morning off, uh, and just to read and be myself and invest in my own emotional health and all of that. And then it started toward our money. Well, how do we make our money work for us, not for everybody else? And that kind of just has snowballed into a really big deal. So I told you I looked up my income from 10 years ago. And what I discovered is that this year, 2022, I will tithe more than the income I made 10 years ago. Tithing is another 10, that 10%, that giving back to uh, the being, the God who gave us 100% is kind of the idea there, that has a huge power to it, to trust, to say, I don't need everything, that 90% is enough. That's a big deal. And I think there's something significant to that in my life right now, that I can now tithe more than what I made 10 years ago. That means I 10x my income pretty much, and that feels really good. Now, it was really small back then. One thing I want to make special note of is that success is not where you are. Success is how far you've come. And anybody that can say that they've 10x'd something, that they've taken 1 and made it 10, they're pretty successful in my book. And I get to call myself a success now. Now I know I can probably 10x in other areas. I could, 10x from here. My best times are still ahead of me, but also to be appreciative of where I've come from. And in honor of that, I over the past year, actually just about 5 months ago, we launched a community to share the things that have really set us up and given us that success over the last 10 years. And I want more people in this community to check it out, get the benefit of it, really enjoy it, and hopefully see some 10x in their life in some way, shape, or form. 10x of community, 10x of, you know, uh, financial empowerment, whatever it might be, whatever you feel like you need more of. And so we're offering, it's the community is currently about $10 a month, and you can sign up this month. When you're new for your second month, we'll actually send you $10. So it's kind of a buy one, get one free promo that we're offering right now. But here's what I want you to think about. If even that 10 seconds at the beginning where I asked you to just take 10 seconds and think about yourself, or if you can't imagine even taking 10 minutes or 10 hours or 10 days to just invest in yourself, your own mental and emotional health, your own well being, your own education, expansion of your knowledge, your own profit, like growing your income, then this community is for you, because it's meant to give you little bite-sized pieces of what you might try, things you might implement, little tweaks that you can make, little 1% adjustments that can make a big difference. Because honestly, that 10xing that's happened in my life over the last 10 years didn't happen all at once. Sometimes it felt like I was still trudging through water. Other times it felt like I was moving leaps and bounds, but it was always that focus, that determination, the putting in the 10, 10 of the things, that kind of thing that really moved me forward. So I want to encourage you with that today, that you don't have to remake the wheel. You don't have to, totally do something new, but that you can make those small shifts. And if you're not sure what shifts to make, you're maybe wondering what should I do next? What will get me to my goals? That's again what this community is really about, is giving you practical things you could try. So I put a link in the description of the video, wherever you're seeing it. You can click that link, check it out. If you don't like it, we have a full money back refund guarantee thing within the first 14 days. So the kind of why not try it. But then also as a special incentive this week, as long as you join by the end of Saturday, you can get your second month basically free. You pay for it and then we give you a $10 Amazon gift card. So look forward to seeing you in there. If you have questions, concerns, what is this thing? How does it work? Would love to share that with you. Just drop it in the comments or reach out to us. And would love to answer your questions, make sure you know what's happening. Although there's lots of information at the link. Why not click it? Check it out. Oh, one thing you should know, this community can all fit in the palm of your hand. It's in an app on your phone, so you don't have to worry about logging in on your computer to get the usefulness of it, all those kind of things. Fully customized, fully there for you. You actually get your own little unique queue of content, and you can search through the content that's there. Super user friendly and also ad free. And um, so you don't have to like scroll through ads like you would on a social media platform or even where you're at right now. So that's me. That's the power of 10, the things I'm thinking about as I'm celebrating my birthday today on the 9th. It's not the 10th. Oh well. um, but maybe it's the power of 10 in a 9 kind of way where you want the 10, but you're at the 9. Actually, if that's you where you're like, yeah, I feel like I'm almost there, I think this community could also do something really great for you. So join. The link again is in the description. Click it, check it out, sign up, try it out. If you don't like it, get a full refund. If you love it, we'll give you your second month free and you can keep going from there. I'm going to go celebrate my birthday now with some Indian food, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.